John Cena reacts to the Steve Austin WrestleMania speculation. Plus, we have an update on Rey Fenix's potential WWE debut, and new WWE Hall of Fame inductees have been revealed. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now. Wabba-doo! More like wabba-don't! What are you doing, John Cena? You wrong'un! It's been the story of the week. John Cena is now a bad guy. We do a full breakdown of the entire week of John Cena-flavored news on the Cultaholic Wrestling News podcast this morning, if you wanted to check that out later on today. But meanwhile, WrestleMania talk turns to Steve Austin.
We spoke about this yesterday as well, didn't we, a little bit, when he was talking about potentially turning up at WrestleMania. Well, in a new interview with Adrian Hernandez, Steve Austin talked about John Cena's heel turn. He said it had to happen sooner or later. Finally, it happened. It'll be interesting to see whether the people accept him as a heel or has he turned himself more babyface. I think it remains to be seen as the story unfolds. Nonetheless, they've kicked off an epic build to WrestleMania, and that's what they do every single year. And then later in the interview as well, Austin revealed that he'll be in Vegas during WrestleMania weekend, making some appearances. However, he didn't elaborate on what those might be.
It's a lovely interview with Adrian Hernandez. Do check out his channel, Unlikely. He's a good egg. And he and Steve Austin seem to be best friends now, which is nice to see for them both. Cena also... Oh, excuse me.
Whoa.
Well, where did that come from?
Whoa.
That was the thought of Cena being a bad guy.
God, I know, it gets us all choked up
Every
inside. Single time.
Cena responded to some of the Steve Austin rumor and innuendo around WrestleMania by sharing a photo on his very obscure Instagram page of Steve Austin with the Mario Brothers question mark block for a head, and above it says Stone Cold Soul.
Oh.
Suggesting that maybe Steve Austin might sell his soul as well for the right price.
Or maybe there's a mushroom inside his head.
Or maybe there's a mushroom inside his head.
Who knows? It remains to be seen.
Maybe that's how Steve Austin saves the day. He runs out with the block, so Cody hits the block and it's a star. Dun, 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 dun. And then he's invincible for 15 seconds.
And then he's doing that little run that he does all the time. That little, like, old man run.
The little old stompy run that he did against Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yes.
Dun, 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 and then nothing can hurt him. Austin hits him with stunners and he just keeps popping back up. And
that sounds good.
That's how WrestleMania 41 will end. If it doesn't, then clearly you hate wrestling. I love the idea of Austin being in WrestleMania. We mentioned this last year. I think either this year or you hold off another year.
You did say that, yeah, holding off another year. I think maybe for me personally, when we've been talking about it and what you mentioned yesterday, like the whole sort of the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back comparison, even with Stone Cold maybe on Cody's side, they still can't get the job done against a heel John Cena and a heel Rock. It's too powerful. I kind of like that idea too. But with it being in Las Vegas during WrestleMania weekend, the chances do be higher, at least anyway.
They do be higher, and the chances of a run-in were very high at the Queen of the Ring premiere that took place yesterday. This is the movie about the story of the legendary pro wrestler Mildred Burke, and there were some AEW stars on the red carpet, and PW Insider reveals that AEW ran an angle with Mariah May attacking Toni Storm. PW Insider reported it, then video emerged of it, where we see Toni taking photos and speaking on the red carpet, and then Mariah May just going whoopah out of nowhere, just wiping her out on the red carpet. See, this is maybe, it could be potentially why, obviously Naomi was meant to be on the red carpet. There may have been WWE people on the red carpet, and I apologize. Maybe if they knew there was going to be an AEW angle, maybe keep WWE away from it. Might just be a coincidence.
No. It's just heating this feud up even more to the point that, because obviously we've got the match at Revolution as well, the Hollywood era match, and I'm just so happy because these two are incredible together. They've got insane chemistry, and anything to build to this big match, maybe their final one for a little while at least, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think rest it after this.
So yeah, why not heat things up?
AEW Revolution predictions on the channel right now, along with 9 pitches for Revolution. You'll get what happened at with Jack the Jobber and the WTF moments with Ross at patreon.com/Cultaholic. Rey Fenix flavored update. Dun, 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 dun. That's the Rey Fenix alarm sounding.
Dun, 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 dun,
We've had it installed especially. We've only used it this once.
Dun, 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 dun. Fightful's Sean Ross Sapp offers an update on Rey Fenix's WWE status, saying he's expected expected to get WWE medicals done very soon. In addition, Fightful was told that merchandise has already been brainstormed for Fenix, and that if he hasn't already signed, it's coming soon, barring unforeseen circumstances.
Lots of potential what you could do here. You could have him not maybe team with Penta, form an amazing tag team, light of the tag division, or maybe be Chad Gable's secret weapon against Penta.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. I love these little Chad Gable vignettes we've been getting about him trying to find the Lucha Libre. And yeah, I mean, that's the good thing about Fenix and Penta, isn't it? And we said this multiple times on the news before as well, like, incredible tag team, obviously, but also incredible foes against each other too. You've got options there if you do want them both to be single stars for a little while, or if you do want to put them together as a tag team.
Salivating over that prospect of where we end up. What will Chad Gable find on his search for the dark arts of lucha? On YouTube right now, you can find a brand new WWE channel devoted to where the big boys play.
Yeah, this is really cool, actually. So WCW Vault launched yesterday on YouTube, sharing matches and full shows from World Championship Wrestling. Currently, it contains the first 2 episodes of Nitro and Thunder. You get the Bash at the Beach main event and several Starrcade main events, and quite a lot more as well. This is brilliant. I like this because obviously we've recently lost the WWE network, and perhaps not everything.
We check behind the sofa for it, because that's normally where it ends up.
That's usually where it is. And obviously not everything is on Netflix and may not make it over to Netflix as well. So to have these YouTube channels maybe sort of like fill that void that the WWE network has now made with its absence, with its taking of the downs, then yeah, I'm happy that we still get to see these things.
Having said that, to WWE, I say cheers, mate. Tom Green from WCW Deep Cuts is crying. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Speaking of legends and video footage of legends, WCW was a place that gave us Avalanche and the Shockmaster, but we wind back to their far superior forms for the huge announcement regarding the WWE Hall of Fame. As reported by WrestleVotes, the natural disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, are going into the bloody Hall of Fame.
Oh, lovely.
Fred Ottman and the late, great John Tenta will be inducted, along with Paul Triple H Levesque and Michelle McCool in the 2025 class. More names possibly to be determined as well. So happy to see the natural disasters going in.
Absolutely. Well deserved as well. They were brilliant back in the day as like a formidable team for the baby faces to try and overthrow. I thought they played the role perfectly there, and then they were also really entertaining baby faces at the same time too.
There were some wonderful moments from them. I mean, as a weathered wrestling fan that I am, I was there when Earthquake turned up with a plate of snake burgers, having sat on Jake Roberts' snake weeks before.
Yep.
That was horrible. Made me sad. I was there. I remember the day I realized that Golga from the Oddities was Earthquake. What?
That's possible?
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
And there's a wonderful bit of SmackDown Lost Gold. It's on YouTube and everywhere now, so it's no longer really lost. But it's Earthquake getting a tryout on SmackDown in the early noughties.
Wow.
So it's SmackDown. It's Earthquake having a squash match as Earthquake.
No way.
On SmackDown in the early noughties, and the crowd love him.
That's
it's
really
great.
cool. That's very cool.
That's just a smattering of the memories that these guys have made, and I'm looking forward to hearing what Fred has to say. Obviously, you know, with John Tenta not there, I'm hoping we'll get some stories about him and John Tenta hanging out and stuff. And I wonder whether he brings out the Shockmaster helmet.
Maybe.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
That would be very fun.
That
has to happen.
That would be a day and a half. That would be. For the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out cultaholic.com. Keys.
Love you, bye.